About a year ago, when we were wrapping up our musical, Jesus Christ Superstar, we started talking about what we wanted to do this year. And we try and kind of like throw new challenges at our students every year, challenge them in new ways with stuff they haven't done before. And one of the things that we really kind of had kicked around back and forth with was this idea of doing an original musical that we were going to write from scratch. So then we kind of started this process of like, well, if we're going to write a musical for the students at Granite Bay High School, like what's relevant to them? What do we want to talk about? Like what and whose story do we want to tell? And we had kind of decided we wanted it to focus on the education system and what was going on in schools. And so we really just kind of got fixed on talking about like what is going on in our schools right now, but then like more importantly, like what effect is that having? What effect is that environment having on our students in these schools? One of the coolest processes for the students has been being a part of a musical that is consistently changing.
It's cool because they sort of come to realize how every single word that comes out of their mouth matters. And when we change one word or change the way that we've structured a sentence or flip-flop just one line, how it changes the arc of a scene. So I think it's been really educational for them as well. And cool for us to be able to be more collaborative with our students than we've been in the past. They get to take a little more ownership over this work than things we've done before. A musical is an enormous project to be working on. There's so much collaboration involved. So if we change a line or something and there's music underneath it, it means then I have to go back and change all of the music. And then if I've already orchestrated a song, it means I have to change not just what I'm doing on the piano, but I have to make sure that all the musicians know and rewrite what their parts are as well. Or we change the key of a song. That takes more time. Any change you make in a musical has a huge ripple effect and everything around it starts to change. So I think that's been the hardest thing, is just making sure we pick up all the loose ends of everything.
So I guess the point of this show, I guess the point of us writing this is we want to tell our kids stories that they are going through right now. We want to shine a light on what is happening in schools right now and try and add some sense to this narrative that like teen anxiety and depression and suicide rates and all of these things are getting higher, but nobody can understand why. And a lot of people are attributing it to things like, oh, well, social media and cell phones. And yeah, like that is a part of it. But I think a bigger part of it is we have a system that puts an insurmountable amount of pressure on our teenagers to be successful. And when we say success, what we really mean is
better than everyone else.
Better than everyone else. A higher class rank than your peers, a higher GPA than your peers, and making sure that there are other accolades that can be put on a resume. And for a lot of our students, that's not the reality of what living a happy and successful life is. And so I think our goal is just to kind of try and tell that story and hope that people hear it and see it and maybe give some second thought to like the way that our school system is currently pressuring the people who are a part of it.